What is up guys, Taiki here, and in this video I'll be doing a brief overview of all the projects on Solana right now. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below. And the Solana has been hyped up a lot recently. The price action has done really well, and they've teased Solana season coming in a few days. Alright, I don't know what this is, but the best thing we can do is to prepare for it, right? And to prepare for it, let's just first understand what's being built in the ecosystem, what exists today. So if things get crazy, we know how to react. First of all, quick shout out to Chris McCann. He compiled this spreadsheet of all the projects. All the tabs you see are these projects and some. So I'm not going to spend too much time on one single project, but if you want to learn more, do your own research, and timestamps for everything will be in the descriptions below. Okay, so first is called Step Finance. They released their tokens pretty recently, and the price action has been really well, but it's position tracking for DeFi power users named Solana. It's sort of like a Zapper or Zerion on ETH, where you can swap, you can stake, you can farm, and you can monitor your wallet in front of you. And they have this dashboard. Yeah, you can trade, you can see what your liquidity pools are like, and they teased this little photo on Twitter of you can monitor your yield farming positions, right? So if you're staking on Raydium, it'll show you what's your APR, how much you have, how much can you claim, and if you want to pull out, you can. Okay, so that's pretty useful, and I think this project will do well if Solana does well. Second is Serum. So Serum is Sam's project. It's being built on Solana, and the Serum token, it's a utility token. If you hold Serum, you can get up to 60% off fees. Pretty nice, and 80% of revenue buys back and burns the token, which is pretty cool. And but if you look at the tokenomics, I suggest you look at like the fully diluted value and whatnot, because there's a lot of Serum tokens out there. The current market cap isn't a really good representation of how valuable the Serum is, but this is backed by Sam, so I'm sure this will do well. But I'm assuming that a lot of whales own this token, so don't FOMO into it, do your own research. And yeah, they're built on Solana, and a lot of the exchanges and order books are use Serum, so it's kind of like the base layer for Solana and all the exchanges. And the cool thing about Serum is that if you stake FTT on FTX, you get Serum airdrops, right? The more you stake, the more you earn. There's a link here that if you want to learn how it works, then you can go through this link. Second, the next one is Raydium. This is the order book built on Solana. If you look at the app, it looks pretty sleek. It looks like a Coinbase. It's not loading, but it's an order book. Don't think you can do margin yet, but you can stake, you can swap, you can farm, you can do many things. And right now, if you can stake Raydium here for 55% APY, pretty good. And similar to Serum, I think the fully diluted market cap of this is like insane. So always do your research. Next, I'll be going over Mango Markets. They are a cross-margin leverage trading platform. I think a lot of utility for Solana is going to be, speculation and like trading because of the lightning fast transaction speed and really low fees. And this is what it looks like. Bitcoin's going down a little, but it's like a decentralized leverage trading platform, right? I see a lot of utility here. Third, the next one is PsyOptions. It's not out yet, but if you're curious, you can follow their Twitter, see their Medium. It's a decentralized options protocol, right? Options can't really be used on Ethereum because of the fees and whatnot, but if Solana can be a way for you to play options, that'll be pretty insane. Next, Hedgehog. This is a prediction markets platform, so you can kind of see whether you can bet yes or no on things like, well, Coinbase announced Solana before May 10th. Will Joe Biden's approval be X%? So it's kind of like Augur, right, on Ethereum, but with the scalability of Solana, I feel like this kind of project will do well. And the more important thing about prediction markets is like these things need an oracle, right? How does the Solana blockchain know what Biden's approval rate is going to be? Well, you need an oracle, and an oracle that it's being built on Solana is called Pyth. As you can see, it's not out yet, so that's coming soon. I'm not sure what advantage this offers over Chainlink, but oracles is a middleware that's really valuable across all blockchains. So this might be something that you look forward to. And some of these projects, they're not going to have a application, so just follow their Twitter, read their Medium articles, etc. Next one is called Bonfida. So they have a DEX, they have perps, and they have an API if you're like more technical trader. And the cool thing I found is that they have a bot system. So if you dig deeper, you can essentially invest in a bot with different strategies. So this has super trend strategies, whatever that is. You can, if you want to buy Bitcoin and, trade depending on the RSI, you can do that here. Same for other projects. If you explore, there's like all these different strategies that you can invest into. So, it's a way it's a way for you to speculate and try to outperform the market. But yeah. Next is an NFT marketplace. Okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, this website is kind of janky, but this is also being built on Bonfida, I believe, but it's an NFT marketplace. You can buy things like Doge. Website looks, okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, you can buy this, right, for $20. I'm not going to do that because this looks kind of weird, but yeah, NFT marketplace on Solana, right? And they have Serum socks, a rip-off of Uniswap socks, but Coke with Coke, yeah, Mona Lisa. Okay, anyways. Next is called Hxro Network. This is a project that Crypto Messiah is working on, and they are a decentralized derivatives liquidity network for risk-based applications. The way I look at this is they are trying to gamify options and derivatives trading. So they have a thing called Tixwix, where it's like it really gamifies the entire. And you can see like their website, like this thing is like this red candle, it's like flipping you off and whatnot. But instead of when you're trading options, you have to look at all the Greek terminologies like gamma, theta, etc. But with Hxro, you can just, or with Tixwix on Hxro, you can just say yes or no, depending on like, will Bitcoin touch X dollars at a certain price? So it really simplifies and gamifies the entire experience. This is a little outdated. I don't think they've updated the website, but they have a light paper out if you were interested. And apparently, the tokenomics, 100% of the value on the Hxro network will be accrued to the token. So that might be something that you're interested in. And you can buy Hxro, the token, on Uniswap right now if you're interested. Okay, so Doce Swap, another exchange. I don't really know what advantage this offers over like Raydium or any other decentralized exchange, but it looks like a Uniswap fork of some sort, and they have candy themes. Yeah. Next is Dexlab. It's also a decentralized exchange with a more analytics platform. You can kind of see like they offer analytics like this. Yeah, so a lot of trading platforms built on Solana. I think that's like the main use case, but yeah, do your own research. I'm not really sure like what advantage Dexlabs offer over Raydium, etc. And neither does Orca. Like it's also in another exchange, a decentralized exchange. They have collectibles where I think if you like use Orca more, you get like these different collectibles that might give you more rewards. Not sure, but something to look into, right? Next is called Stableswap. From the name, it seems like they're going to be something like a curve where you can swap like assets like USDC, USDT, etc. It's not live yet; it's coming soon, but something to look forward to. This is a big one, Solstarter. So it's sort of like Polkastarter on Polkadot, but it's a launch pad for projects on Solana. If you don't know, Solana is not EVM, which means that you can't just fork code on Ethereum and bring it to Solana, right? That's what Binance Smart Chain does. So for Solana to thrive, you need like real developers to come onto Solana and build on top of it. So this will be a way for smaller teams to raise money for whatever projects that they want to start, and it'll also be a way for people like you and I to speculate on new projects, right? Getting to ICOs and stuff like that. So I'll be definitely looking into this when projects start launching on there. And similarly, Solanium is a fundraising platform on Solana. Their website is it's like you can't even click on all this, coming soon, but yeah, it's not sure what advantage they offer over Solstarter, but there's that. Next one is called Solrise Finance. So this is it's like a D-hedge. It's like a decentralized hedge fund concept where you can put your money into like funds, right? So this isn't live yet, so these are not real, but you can invest in like whatever fund. So let's say I make a fund and like you really believe in my ability to outperform the market. Well, you can invest in my fund. I'll take a fee, and you can get all the returns, right, or the downside or whatever. So sort of like D-hedge on Ethereum. Not live yet. This is like all fake, but yeah, something to look forward to. Next is called Oxy. This is like a borrowing and lending platform. They have a really slick website. I think this will be a pretty big project on Solana. Their token is called Oxy. You can see their website is like really well built, really professional. It's going to be like a borrowing and lending protocol, so similar to Aave and Compound on Ethereum. So they're backed by a bunch of people. I would definitely look into the Oxy if you're bullish Solana. I think it'll be a big one. Next one is called Marinade. This will be a way for you to stake your tokens. Their website's kind of, I don't know, it's like uncompleted, and the app is not live yet, but it'll be a way for you to stake things. I feel like for something like this, you can just use like Step Finance, right? Like we went over this, you can manage your stakes and whatnot here, like yield farming. But maybe something you should look into. Next is Synthetify. It's sort of like a synthetics, right? Like making synthetic assets and trading. You can stake and you can exchange all these types of assets. And I mean, they didn't even try with like the naming, right? Like it's literally called Synthetify, like a clone of synthetics. All right, so this is an NFT play on Solana. This is called Solarians, the first generative NFTs on Solana. I like this view here. If you're bullish NFTs, you might want to speculate on this. I'm not too knowledgeable of NFTs, but it's something to consider. And this is like what Solarians look like. They're like ant robots, right? I don't know. Maybe something you're interested in. Another NFT project is called Kreechures. Okay, the website's like not built at all, so I don't think. I mean, I don't want to say anything negative about the project, but maybe invest in this after they improve their website and whatnot. They're arriving. Okay, another NFTs. Cool. The next one is Star Atlas. They're gaming. It's a game on Solana. This looks pretty cool. It's like an interstellar adventure game. Maybe it's like an RPG. The game isn't out yet, but if you're bullish gaming on Solana, I can see this like really popping off because of the scalability of Solana, right? So looks cool. You can see like the updates here if you're curious. If you're interested. Okay, next is called Media Network. This is a decentralized peer-to-peer content delivery network. So it's a CDN, content delivery network, I believe. So it'll scale the infrastructure. The app is not live yet. It's coming. The public release is coming in a few days. I'm making this video on the 25th of April. So depending on when you're watching this, it might be over. But the app is in beta testing. So most of these apps are not live yet, but you can follow them on Twitter and whatnot. Give them a follow. Next is called Rope. So this is going to be like a VIX on Solana. It's a market volatility index. So if you know what the VIX is, it's a volatility index for the stock market, right? So when the stock market's going down, the VIX goes up. So it could be a way for you to hedge your portfolio by going long rope. If you're giga long, like Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, and you want to protect your downside, maybe you want to just buy a bunch of rope to give yourself some rope or something, right? I don't know if that's like the way that they're marketing it, but I can see this being a pretty cool project. Next is called Crowny. It's sort of like a customer lifetime value platform where you can receive rewards. So let's say you're a business and you want to engage with your customers more. Maybe you can create a token and engage with your customers more. So CLB platform. They have a public team, which is always nice. And they have a token called Crowny. It's now tradable on Uniswap. And they have a pretty decent following, right? 18,000 followers. So maybe that's something that you're interested in. It's more of like a infrastructure play on like B2B applications or like business B2C applications for blockchain. Speaking of which, B2C applications of blockchain, Audius is a music. It's like an NFT blockchain music, which in the token for Audius called Audio has done really well. And it makes sense, right? I mean, if you know anything about the music industry, you know that like the artists always get wrecked. I think Daft Punk, their main hit single "Get Lucky," I think the band only made like a few $1,000s off that. Like all the money went to like the record labels. So this gives like artists and musicians the freedom to distribute, monetize, and stream their audio, right? So more power to the people. Really like going through like the whole ethos of blockchain. All right, cool. So maps.me. So this is a project that was acquired by SBF for $50 million. And when I first looked at this, I was like what the hell, Sam? Like, what are you doing? Like, this is like, it's like a social, like, location-based platform. Like, what does this actually mean? But if you dig deeper, it's actually cool what they're trying to do. So in this app, it's integrating like a wallet and a token. So the idea is, instead of trying to onboard users to DeFi, right? It's kind of hard to do that. So how about you just bring DeFi to a platform that already has hundreds of millions of customers, right? So you have a bunch of customers in over so many countries. It's a global application. So instead of trying to bring people to DeFi, right? Like, it's hard to get people to download MetaMask. Let's just put DeFi like on an app that already has a bunch of customers. So pretty cool concept. If there's anything about SBF, it's that he's a great executor. So pretty bullish on this idea. Next is all Phantom. It's a digital wallet for DeFi and NFTs. So I think it'll be similar to like Zapper, Zerion, and Step Finance. It's not out yet, but I'm on the wait list. So, follow the Twitter and whatnot. All right, cool. So the last project I'll be covering is Cope. And if you're on crypto Twitter, you've probably seen Cope and the whole Cope, and the Copening, all those memes, because the Cope airdrop is worth like $10,000 right now. I didn't get it, unfortunately, but it's kind of a hard project to understand. But the idea is Cope. There would be a Cope index, right? And apologies if I misunderstood anything, but basically there's a bunch of people on crypto Twitter, right? And they claim that they're good at trading, right? They make all these calls, they retweet whatever they posted a week ago, saying like how smart they are and how rich they are, but you can't really audit like how accurate their predictions are. So the Cope engine takes everyone's tweets, right? So let's say like the top 10,000 crypto Twitter influencers or traders, and you analyze their tweets, right? And you analyze like whether they were bullish or bearish in the market, and depending on like when they said it, like, right? Like if yesterday I said like, I'm bullish Bitcoin, it's gonna hit all-time highs in a month, right? Like, you want my prediction to be right, right? Like, depending on the time frame. So all this data goes through the Cope engine score generator and gives everyone a Cope score. So anyone that has been the most accurate will receive a higher Cope score, right? And like the Cope index will comprise of a bunch of trades and traders that have a high Cope score. So, and it's kind of like a social token, right? Because in crypto, we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to make money in crypto. So if you're bullish, like influencers on Twitter, you can just long the Cope index, and if they're right, then you get to make money with them, right? So pretty cool concept. The project is not live yet, but they have a lot of memes. The Twitter is popping, so something to consider. So I try to go over a bunch of projects. I'm sure I missed some. They have a website called solana.com/ecosystem, and you can go through everything that's on Solana. Not all of this is specific to Solana, so I didn't really go over it. So you see things like, like Band Protocol, which is an Oracle, also on ETH. There's Binance, there's Bitfinex, Phantom, etc., Parsec. So it's worth, if you're ever curious, it's worth looking into what's on this entire ecosystem, because if anything, if Binance Smart Chain has taught me anything, it's to not bet against great executors, right? Binance has CZ, and Solana has SBF. And SBF, I would not bet against that, man. So if you're bullish Solana, I think there's going to be a lot of alpha to be had by just monitoring, what projects are coming out and seeing. And if you understand the entire ecosystem, then maybe you can spot projects coming that will accrue a lot of value. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was useful. As the Solana ecosystem becomes more mature, I'll try to make more videos, more in-depth videos, right? Because I just went over each project in 20 to 30 seconds. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day. And let me know if I missed anything, because I'm always trying to learn.